Being come to order, please. Roll call, press your present button, please. Whoa. Got it? Record it. Staff announcements.
Oh, just a couple announcements, Mr. Chairman. We have a couple of withdrawals. Item 15, which is the Rebecca Jean Smallbone Large Lot Easement Subdivision, has been withdrawn. And item 18, final plat review for the cliffs at Garrison Creek, has been withdrawn. I will also add, and I think Aaron perhaps communicated to this, that there is a revised report concerning item 13, which is the site plan for the Central East Elementary School. Other than that, Mr. Chairman, I have nothing for you.
Thank you, sir. Consideration of the minutes of November 8th. Any corrections or changes? Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Prepare to vote. Vote now. Well, that's... Oh, we don't hit confirm on this?
No.
Ah.
I was doing the same thing, John.
Thank you. Thank you. Motion carries. Consideration of the consent agenda. For those of you on the commission that wish to pull an item for separate discussion, please say so now. Otherwise, we'll take it as a whole. Anyone? Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We'll begin with item 3, which is Arrington Retreat, Section 4, maintenance bond for roads, drainage, and erosion control, $348,000. Recommendation, extended current amount for a period of 1 year. Item 4, Kings Chapel, Section 4B, maintenance bond for wastewater collection system, $20,250. Recommendation, release the bond. Item 5, Kings Chapel, Section 7, maintenance bond for wastewater collection system, $27,750. Recommendation, release the bond. Item 6, McDaniel Farms, Section 1, performance bond for roads, drainage, and erosion control, $695,000. Recommendation, reduce to maintenance the amount of $430,000 for a period of 1 year. Item 7, Mike Hayes Landscaping, performance bond for landscaping, $9,300. Recommendation, reduce to maintenance the amount of $2,700 for a period of 6 months. Item 8, Silverstream Farms, Section 4E, maintenance bond for roads, drainage, and erosion control, $65,000. Recommendation, defer to the February 2019 meeting. Item 9, The Grove, Section 6, maintenance bond for wastewater collection system, $117,960. Recommendation, release the bond. Item 10, The Grove, Section 6, maintenance bond for roads, drainage, and erosion control, $300,000. Recommendation, extended current amount for a period of 1 year. Item 11, Vulcan Materials, performance bond for landscaping / revegetation, $63,350. Recommendation, extended current amount for a period of 1 year. And moving down to under final plats, item 17, final plat review for Fox and Canyon subdivision, Section 2, containing 23 lots on 57.26 acres, located off Hart's Landmark Drive in the 8th voting district. The final plat is consistent with the layout that was depicted on the approved preliminary plat. The plat is in order and staff recommends approval with the following conditions. 1, the posting of performance bond amount of $271,000 for roads, drainage, and erosion control. 2, the posting of performance bond in the amount of $126,058.75 for water improvements as specified by Mallory Valley Utility District. 3, the posting of performance bond in the amount of $224,735 for sewer improvements as specified by Harpeth Wastewater Cooperative. 4, the execution of a stormwater maintenance agreement and submission of an operation and maintenance plan for stormwater improvements. And 5, submission of an approved final plat in DWG format or recordable media based on the Tennessee State Plane Coordinate System prior to signature and the recording of the plat.
Thank you, sir. Any questions on consent? Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Prepare to vote. Vote now. Motion carries. Thank you. Agenda item 12, under old business, preliminary plat review for Terra Vista subdivision, phase 1, containing 29 lots on 39.97 acres located off Long Lane in the 12th voting district. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, if I may, I'm going to recuse myself of this agenda item.
Yes, ma'am.
A concept plan for this development was approved at the May 2018 meeting. The applicant is now requesting preliminary plat approval for the first phase of the development, which consists of 29 lots, approximately 11.5 acres of open space, and the wastewater treatment and disposal areas, which were approved under a separate site plan at the October 2017 and May 2018 meetings. The applicant has requested action on this item be deferred until the January 2019 meeting. Staff concurs with this request.
Thank you, sir. Motion to defer. Second. Motion made and seconded. Prepare to vote. Vote now. Record it. Motion carries. Thank you. Agenda item 13, for which you have a new staff report. Site plan review for Central East Elementary School on 67.68 acres located off of Goosey Hill Road, located in the 4th and 12th voting districts. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The applicant is requesting approval of an approximately 121,000 square foot new elementary school and the non-traditional wastewater treatment and disposal system to support the use. The property in question is 67.68 acres in size and is located on Goosey Hill Road, approximately 1/2 mile south of Arno Road. Goosey Hill Road was reclassified as a collector road in the major thoroughfare plan at the November 2018 meeting. Adjoining properties range in size from approximately 7 acres to over 60 acres and are used for either residential or agricultural purposes. Water service is provided by Millcrofton Utility District. Wastewater generated by the use will be treated by a non-traditional wastewater treatment and disposal system. County's wastewater consultant has reviewed the proposed system and is recommending approval. According to the site plan, there will be 2 access points to the site. The Williamson County Highway Department has reviewed and approved the location of these access points. County's traffic consultant has reviewed the traffic impact study submitted by the applicant and has recommended approval from a traffic standpoint contingent upon the applicant making a number of roadway improvements. Improvements on Goosey Hill Road at the site access drives include installing flashing warning beacons as well as constructing a northbound left turn lane at each of the site access points. Improvements at the intersection of Goosey Hill Road and Arno Road include both left and right turn lanes at each intersection approach. Additionally, the county's traffic consultant recommended that a signal warrant analysis be conducted for the intersection at Goosey Hill Road and Arno Road when the student body reaches approximately 75% of the full planned enrollment, which equates to 688 students. All zoning requirements have been met, including the specific requirements associated with educational facilities. The submitted landscaping plan has been reviewed and approved by staff. Site plan is in order and staff recommends approval subject to the following. Number 1, unless otherwise specified in the recommendation letter from the county's traffic consultant, all off-site roadway improvements specified in said letter must be constructed prior to the issuance of a certificate of occupancy for the school. Number 2, prior to the issuance of a certificate of occupancy for the school, a zoning certificate must be obtained for the completed non-traditional wastewater treatment and disposal system. Prior to the issuance of the zoning certificate, the applicant shall provide the following. A letter from TDEC indicating that the non-traditional wastewater treatment and disposal system was installed and is functioning, and B, as-built drawings showing the location of all system components and a sealed certification letter from the design engineer stating that the system was constructed in accordance with the approved construction plans and specifications. Number 3, the posting of a maintenance bond in the amount of $21,500 for water improvements as specified by Millcrofton Utility District. Number 4, execution of a stormwater maintenance agreement and the submission of an operation and maintenance plan for stormwater improvements. Number 5, submittal to and approval by the county engineer for the stormwater calculations and the grading and drainage plan prior to issuance of a land disturbance permit. And number 6, all signage must be approved per ordinance requirements. One additional item, Mr. Chairman, Kayla Ferguson from KCI, the county's traffic consultant, is here to answer any questions you may have.
You want to join us at the podium? There you go. They may have some. That's a good attitude. Questions of staff or the county's consultant? Pete?
Do you have enough or an adequate amount of stacking space for drop-off in the afternoon, deceleration lanes? I know in schools, this seems to be a problem. When mamas get there to pick up darlings, they have to wait 200 foot in line out there, and we don't want them out on Ghost Hill Road sitting and waiting. The second thing is you're not going to put a traffic light at Arnold Road and Ghost Hill Road till 75% of occupancy. You just built a new school at Pleasant Hill and Split Log Road, and you had that light installed and flashing before the building was half up. Don't you think it ought to be the same thing here?
I'll go ahead. Address it directly.
I didn't mean to upset you.
No, you're fine. So the traffic consultant that actually submitted the study to the county did a signal want analysis according to standard procedures outlined in what's called the Manual of Uniform Traffic Control Devices, and they looked at existing volumes already to see if it warrants a traffic analysis now, or a traffic signal now, and it does not. My guess is that the other location you're referring to already warranted a traffic signal prior to the school being constructed. So what this consultant is recommending and what we are agreeing with is that once the school is fully enrolled, and actually probably when it reaches about 75% enrollment, is when a traffic signal will be needed at that location. So that's what we're recommending, is that they at least conduct another analysis at 75% of the full enrollment to actually see if it's warranted. Because otherwise we wouldn't probably put a signal at that location. Is that a sufficient answer, or?
I don't like traffic analysis. I think the light ought to be installed.
Well, unfortunately, you can incur some liability if you put a traffic signal up for without, any technical backing. But to answer your other question about stacking space, the consultant that submitted the study actually went out and did a review of 3 other Williamson County elementary schools to kind of tailor their analysis to what we know to be a very large traffic problem sometimes. And so they did recommend appropriate stacking space on Goosey Hill. They have, I believe, 175 feet of length outside the school accesses for stacking, which they have noted in the study that should be enough also for buses, because the buses have exclusive access themselves. So, and I don't know if the engineering department had any other comments on that, but we felt like it was enough based on the analysis.
Okay. We know you don't like it, but you got the answer you asked. Other questions, comments? Thoughts? Misgivings? That's about all the words I know. Motion? Somebody was standing up. Did you want to speak, sir? I don't know who you are, but if you're important, you can speak.
Not important, but even Gerald House is still engineering the site, engineering the project.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Kevin Portney is here with me as well. Just want to maybe add a little bit what Taylor said. I think some of us asked about stacking on site for cars. We've got 160 to 70 cars that we stack on site, so that we don't have cars backing out into Goosey Hill. That's something that we look at all the schools is very important. Traffic signal, I was involved with that too. Rich Phillips, Large Phillips, did that study as well. The main reason that there's a signal at Split Log Elementary, Jordan Elementary, is Pleasant Hill. We were lined up with Pleasant Hill. It was already an existing 3-way intersection. And Taylor was exactly right. It warranted the signal before we got there. The school board lots that's set up. So that's the reason there's one there, and this one being studied down in the future.
Thank you, sir.
That's the
Appreciate it. Beth?
No, my questions are answered. Thank you, Chairman.
Oh, okay. Anyone else? Any further questions? Discussion? Motion? Motion made and seconded twice. Prepare to vote. Vote now. Record it. Motion carries. Thank you. Agenda item 14, continuing under old business. The Farmstead large lot easement subdivision containing 5 lots on 30.53 acres located off Paintsville Trinity Road in the 5th voting district. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The subject property is approximately 31 acres in size and is located off Paintsville Trinity Road, approximately 3/4 miles south of Meeks Road. The applicant is requesting approval of a large lot easement subdivision in order to create 5 lots off a new 50-foot ingress-egress utilities easement. The site contains a number of natural resources, including a pond on Lot 2 and Starnes Creek, which runs along the southern boundary of the development. Approximately 24% of the site is covered in tree canopy. There is also a 100-year floodplain located outside of land disturbance areas. All zoning ordinance requirements, including those regarding the protection of natural resources, have been met. The applicant is proposing individual septic systems for the lots, and the Williamson County Department of Sewage Disposal Management has approved the request. Water will be provided by Millcrofton Utility District. As no fire hydrants are proposed and as none are currently located within 500 feet of the building envelopes, the building envelopes have been separated by 200 feet. The plat is in order, and staff recommends approval subject to the following. A notice of coverage issued by TDEC will be required prior to the signing of the plat. 2, a land disturbance permit must be obtained for the overall development. And number 3, driveway and drainage infrastructure must be complete prior to issuance of building permits.
Thank you, sir. Questions of staff? Comments? Thoughts? Motion made and seconded. Prepared to vote. Vote now. Record it. Motion carries. Thank you. Agenda item 15 has been on consent. 16 final. Oh, withdrawn. I'm sorry. Final plat review for Donald Mingus large lot easement subdivision containing 3 lots on 49.79 acres located off of Arno, Alisona Road in the 2nd voting district. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The subject property is approximately 46 acres in size and is located off Arno Alisona Road, approximately 1/2 mile east of Pulltight Hill Road. The applicant is requesting approval of a large lot easement subdivision in order to create 3 lots off a new 50-foot ingress-egress utilities easement. The site contains a number of natural resources, including steep slopes, ridgetops, and slippage soils. Approximately 73% of this site is covered in tree canopy. All zoning ordinance requirements, including those regarding the protection of natural resources, have been met. The applicant is proposing individual septic systems for the lots, and the Williamson County Department of Sewage Disposal Management has approved the request. Water will be provided by the HB and TS Utility District. As no fire hydrants are proposed and as none are currently located within 500 feet of the building envelopes have been separated by 200 feet. The plat is in order, and staff recommends approval subject to the following. 1, a notice of coverage issued by TDEC will be required prior to the signing of the plat. Number 2, a land disturbance permit must be obtained for the overall development. And number 3, driveway and drainage infrastructure must be complete prior to issuance of building permits.
Thank you, sir. Questions of staff? Comments? Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Prepare to vote. Vote now. Record it. Motion carries. Thank you. 17 and 18 have been dealt with. Ladies and gentlemen, we're done. That must be a new record. No, I guess not. A motion to adjourn? We are adjourned. Thank you.